hello out there. We are picking up where we left off yesterday on the official. Gonna do a little bit of work today. Gonna try to get through my day. It's one of those things where I wake up in the middle of my sleep time, and since I use a fan, either some dust got in my eye or whatever, but I've got a corneal abrasion. And so this eye right here is out of focus. However, this eye is perfectly fine. So I can do this all day long. I could just like put a patch over the eye and not worry about it. And that will actually clear up any of the issues that I have with vision, but it's not that bad. It's just there. Anyhow, we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. I am going to talk to Elrond. We have learned as of yesterday that a runekeeper, much like my character, was acquainted with / friends with the sons of Elendil. I'm sorry, more distantly familiar with the sons of Elendil, but the sons of Isildur were, I wouldn't say bosom companions, but they were close enough that we would consider ourselves friends, I suppose, more than acquaintances, but friends. I discovered that some men have been abducted from the camp of the Great Alliance versus them being cowardly deserters. And there's a disagreement between the brothers, who are the actual true sons of Isildur, and his foster son Tarandil, which we have learned again as of yesterday, that Tarandil was actually a youth, a babe. We don't exactly know how old he was. Born on Numenor, his father was a cruel captain who worshipped at the altar of Sauron. And his mother perished in the wreck of Numenor. And he was taken as foster son to Isildur, given a new name, and all treated as well as might be expected, the same as the actual blood sons of Isildur. But there was always that thing where he wasn't really the son of Isildur. And so the brothers were concerned that their foster brother might still have some sort of wickedness in him because of his parentage, rather than saying, oh, let the man choose his own way. We have also learned that Glorfindel and Elrond kept a secret from Gandalf for over 3,000 years. And that secret being that the Maya, known as Gandalf, Olorin, Mithrandir, Tharkun, to the east he goes not, this was not his first adventure in Middle-earth with his arrival with the Astari. He had been here before in elven form as an elf named Lendelin. And Lendelin was the only one who had the power to break what's called the Vandasar, the Vandasari. And these are big, giant, honkin' stones that were brought from the wreck of Numenor and were used by the wicked to control, like, the men of Rune, the Easterlings of Rune, and also the Corsairs of Umbar, the Haradrim. And this Lendelin, who was a close confidant of Glorfindel, who obviously knew that Lendelin was not exactly human, or elven in this case. Glorfindel must have known that Lendelin was sent by the powers, because Lendelin himself didn't seem to know that he was a Maya. Or maybe he did, and whatever. Anyway, the life that Gandalf Loren had spent as Lendelin was erased from his mind by the Valar as a kindness, because we did an adventure where Sauron had one of the other Vandasari and was using it to control a massive horde that was about to run over our heroes in the Great Alliance. And Lendelin was stricken down by Sauron himself, but not killed. He was taken prisoner and tormented, and eventually died. And as a kindness, the Valar wiped... I'm not even sure the Valar would have the power to wipe the memory of a fellow Maya, of a Maya. And lesser, Maya, of course, are like the junior varsity of powers with a capital P. I think it would probably take the intervention of Ilúvatar himself to make that sort of change, but we'll see. Anyhow, we are at the point where we have found out Gandalf has learned of the truth, and now it is time for the end of the tale.
The Dark Lord unleashed the last of his armies in a final bid to destroy his enemies.
And I wanted to save this. It would have been nice to have been able to do it on my Loger stream, but unfortunately I was crunched for time because I needed to be someplace else. Okay. He opened his gates and emptied Barad-dûr, unleashing the last of his armies in final bid to destroy those who besieged him. On the slopes of Mount Doom, he brandished his black mace Mordagnir, wading through fen and foe alike until at last he faced the High Kings of the Alliance. The One Ring shone on his finger, and he set forth his evil thought, seeking to dominate Gil-galad's mind when he donned the Three. But he did not see it. Gil-galad threw back his head and laughed at Sauron, and the Dark Lord was filled with rage. The rings of my people may be together, my liege declared, but they are far from here, far from you. And Sauron knew he had been deceived, lured from the safety of his tower, and he knew his peril. But above all else, he desired to inflict anguish upon those arrayed before him. He sent his will into the One Ring, and his foes were held fast by its spell. Sauron fell upon them in a deadly combat, and great gouts of ash and flame roared from the peak of Mount Doom. I stood on the slope, too far to aid my king, but near enough to feel the terrible heat of that battle. Even now I can feel it, and I know the pain of that day anew. We get a cloak. The lasting cloak of many dooms. And that's a beat-up old cloak. I do like how Lotro manages to get these tattered clothes to actually, look pretty cool. And they are all pretty much the same. But we're going to take the one that's suitable for our particular self. Now, this one does not have... It's got more will, but it's got less vitality. It's got crit and tactical mitt. But I do like the Hero's Light cloak for just a little while longer. So we'll take it, and we'll disenchant it. One thing I'm trying to avoid... Oops, here we go. Start time.
That day, as battle raged upon Gorgoroth, the fates of many were decided. Gil-galad and Elendil challenged the Dark Lord, and he answered with a power none could resist. But as the enemy toyed with his foes, the kings of elves and men struck. It was their greatest deed, and their last. And after, as payment for so many losses, and Weirgild for his father's death, Isildur claimed his prize, the ruling ring.
Okay. So how I got ported over here. Alright. Now one thing again, as I mentioned before, the cutscene is that I really wanted to... Probably should have just done that on the official. Oh well. It is what it do be, what it do be. Maybe next time I do this sequence, I'll make sure that I do the whole thing. Because I wasn't sure, I had forgotten how long it would be until the next break in action would be. And again, I was crunched for time. I should have actually paused before the final, for the quest itself. Okay, so I got some more moats.
Sauron was defeated, but at great cost.
Alright, elves and men wept for their lost kings, for the like of Gil-galad and Elendil would never come again. But there was joy, too, for the war was ended, and none could see the sorrows of the age to come. The ring should have been destroyed on that day, but it was not. Isildur took the ring as payment for the death of his father and the travails of his people, an heirloom to his house and a record of their triumph over evil. Several kindreds that composed the alliance returned to their homelands, nursing their grief and holding dear the memory of their triumph. We believed Sauron was gone forever, but it was not so.
My memory is less certain of the years following the defeat of Sauron.
Alright, Gulthawa's enchantment still enwreathes my mind, and I find it difficult to clearly recall the events that transpired. There were 2 years of peace, that I know, and during those years the king of Gondor was restored to order. Vows were taken before the oath stones, and a tomb made for my father in Amon Anwar. It was to be a hallowed place. At last... And this was actually, the fact that they can't actually name the place where Elendil was laid to rest, because he wasn't laid to rest in the tomb of Elendil in Annuminas. But they don't have the rights to the actual name. I think it's Haltirion or something like that. Alright, it's time to take your father's place on the high throne in the north. My queen and my youngest son awaited for me in Rivendell, where they marked the time during the war, so I chose not to sail. With a company of knights, my sons, and the heirlooms of my house, I rode north to my death and the death of my sons. We were all of us betrayed. You've agreed to help me avenge his treachery, but I do not see the face of my betrayer, and I cannot remember what befell. In my mind's eye, I only see a chamber with a white stone beneath a rotating beacon, but all is hazy, as if I look from a great distance. I do not know what this vision signifies. Gulthawa's enchantment releases its grip upon my mind, but slowly, there's only mystery in its wake. Why am I reading this aloud? We've done this before. The Gandalf's way of attracting attention.
Yes, my friend. I know what chamber Isildur describes.
Okay, many pieces now fall into place for me. As Lendelin, I knew many things and saw much. It is as if a room that was sealed to me has been flung open, and while the pain is unwelcome, the knowledge is not. I deem it a worthy trade, though Glorfindel regrets the necessity. This I believe. It is known to Sauron's servants that Isildur perished in the Gladden fields. They scoured the swamplands hereabout in search of the ring, but they found it not. In time, his bones were recovered and borne away to places of great evil. Perhaps to the very houses of lamentation is said lie hidden somewhere within Mordor. What unholy rites were performed with his remains? I hazard no guess, but in time perhaps even the servants of Sauron tired of this villainy, and his bones were brought to some chamber where they in time were forgotten. The white stone Isildur describes must be the Vandasar of Duath, which stood in Minas Ithil till the forces of Sauron captured that city during the Second Age. It was moved to Barad-dûr at the direction of the Witch King, hauled on a great wagon, pulled by hill trolls into Gorgoroth. It was in the Dark Tower that the Bright Company broke the spells upon it. After the war, when the Alliance razed Barad-dûr to its foundation, the Vandasar must have been returned to Minas Ithil, so that explains the white stone. But what of the rotating beacon? Indeed, there was a beacon of some note in that city, kept in an upper chamber atop Barad-curan, the Tower of the Crescent Moon. Seems to me that the bones of Isildur came to lie within the tower. If his shade is to find rest, those bones must be recovered. But let us not now dwell upon that task. We have been some time away from the Bjorning lands, and Gurbjorn may worry at our absence. He should return, and assure him we still have need of his hospitality. I desire also to return to my study of Black Book of Mordor, for I see now that some things I long held to be certain were perhaps not so, and I wonder some avenues of learning I might have dismissed too readily. Alright, we're going to the Bjorning House. And we're going back. I jumped at the chance. So it's fascinating to me that the Black Book of Mordor encompasses two separate eras of time. I mean, the book itself talks about the time of Eärnur because, you know, Bowen, the author, was a companion of Eärnur and was there. And I like how it all dovetails with the story of the Last Alliance. I do wish that somebody would build a bridge over this so we have to keep swimming across all the time. But it do be what it do be. Do be or not to be? That is the question, whether it's noble to smoke a blunt or something? I don't know. One of the things I'm going to have to do here in short order is probably go and
You will help us face our foes, yes?
update the drivers on my system. Because one of the things I was having trouble with on Thursdays when I was playing DDO, DDO was hugging up like my entire freaking, not my RAM, but it was hogging up the entire amount of my, my GPU, which it really shouldn't be. I've got an RTX 3060, so an old ass game like DDO should not be hogging that up.
So, the wizard and the elves have not gone. If they remain, you must still perform the chores I ask of you.
Okay, we'll do some chores. There should be some orcs over this way. worky, worky, worky. Master Elrond.
Yes, very good, fine.
Hmm. I am looking for something and I'm not finding it. Yep, the jumping off the bridge title. This character didn't have it, and since I passed by that bridge, I went and did the thing. How you doing, Galvis? Hope you're doing okay. Just picking up some old content to get caught up, because my goal is to get at least one character of every current class to level cap before the new expansion comes out. And I have a whole bunch of folks at 21 or 20 or 20, 121, 120, 123, whatever. Oops.
A raiding party of orcs sought to leave the forest. You can see what happened to them.
Yeah, they kind of got killed and dead. Just going through the character list on an account. Oh, yeah, I have that issue in 2 different games. Actually, multiple games. I play too many games.
Their need must have been great to challenge us, and they paid dearly for it.
Okay, look for a missing orc. Orcs are being, elves are being sloppy today. Later this evening, I am going to be spending some time in Ark. A couple of folks are going to be running a boss fight. And by completing the boss fight, we'll get some little perks going on. And get access to some additional recipes. I should get a good chunk of XP as well. I don't need to talk to you, Grimbjorn the Grumpy. Mister, I'm going to crash the wedding feast. Not the wedding feast.
Oh, you have returned. What is it?
Okay, so I will finally get an upgrade for my pocket item. Holy shit. Because one of the things the Valars do not give you is a pocket item. Surprise. So that'll be a very nice upgrade.
I suspected there was something I missed in the Black Book.
And you were right.
I was right.
Howard Johnson is right. Alright. Let's do the thing.
I have made a worrisome discovery.
Well, this is not a mistake, right?
Listen now to my words and the words of Voin.
The words of Owen. Actually, I need to look for something. Hasn't been done yet. Okay, we've met Vowen's encounter with Magoldir the Elf in the Grey Mountains and their subsequent friendship. Magoldir, of course, we have just met, was at the Battle of the Last Alliance. The writing between his black covers fill me intrigue and unease in equal measure. From the shade of his seal, we learned somewhat of Morgul the Elf, and few of his deeds seem notable. It is no slight to him, merely the truth that his most significant achievements appear to be his survival. Nearly 2,000 years passed before his name surfaced anywhere, and that in the Black Book. What then of his inclusion? Why did Bowen see fit to write of this elf? And I freaking love this. One thing, by the way, speaking of housing items, yeah, because you can get these walls as a housing item. Or at least you can make your place look like this, but it's, of course, walls. I found out that the floor is lava is also available as a decorative housing item that can be used in floor walls or furniture slots. You get the Keeper of Mysteries, like the one at Magash 2. I'm sorry, not Magash. Actually, there might be one there. Though I know the one at the Yadun Foothold, so that's where I went. So yeah, Tolkien Otaku, hello, welcome. So let's go out of here. And we're about to find out who Bowen knew, as I already spoiled for you. before. I like the fact that there's one that's actually a lady who killed this. I do know these names. We know that as well. The indistinct figure is, of course, Earnor Prince at the time. Look how Morgul, the false king of Angmar. Oh. It's kind of sad they fought against Angmar and then became its false king. This is always such good writing in the game. I love Maid of Lions and his stuff.
Gothmog has been responsible for much sorrow in each of his guises.
Okay, escaping to Imlad Morgul.
King Elisar has charged Prince Faramir with cleansing the evils from Imlad Morgul.
Okay. Find his men defend as Goss, the dreaded door, on the western bounds of Gorgoroth. And aid them in the mission. Okay, we'll automatically travel there. Let's go, and we'll get ourselves a nice bracer that will finally be a little bit of an upgrade over the ones I forgot. Nice. One of the downsides of getting or using a Valar is you start not getting, you know, eventually you start getting stuff that go beyond what you came in the box, but it's kind of sucky that you get all this gear that you can't actually use. From, like, quest drops and whatnot. Alright, let's go. Whoosh. And of course, if you go that away, these doors used to be closed. If you go that away, you're in Mordor.
We have need of strong allies, and dare not turn anyone away.
Okay, find the prince there. Let's go. Our good friend Ingold.
Come.
We will take your quest because it'll be some free XP. Let's go. Ingold, whom we first met way the hell back at level 105, 100, 105-ish. We got to Minas Tirith, and we're sent to go check on the Rammus before the Battle of Pelennor. One thing I do like about this game is it does remember its past. And of course, Minas Morgul is... Okay, it's like they put a thing right here. This is 1000%. You stop here and then you're supposed to gawp at it like, holy crap. Like, this is the screenshot right here. And it looks so cool. It really does. The one thing it should 1000% have, however, is a way to not have to fight your entire damn way up through it several times. There should be swift travel once you get there the first time, so you can just quickly get up to the top, do what you gotta do, and get back out. Instead of going up and then going out, and or possibly using a mithril coin to get to and fro. Alright. I'm ignoring the pages. Ignoring the pages. I'm here to level. And the pages don't help me to do that. I'm here to do the story. I found the place that I need to be.
Now then.
Alright. Our good friend Baragond.
I bid you welcome to Imlad Morgul.
Okay. Follow the road. Find the bridge of Guliant and defeat foes throughout the Ramath Duath. And Damrod, what you got for me, son?
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
I did talk to you. So there we go. You've got quests.
This land is scarred,
do them
but
for
we
the
may
XP.
heal it yet. We will defy the enemy and take back these lands. Good. You're here.
Yeah, the Morgul doing one, I don't think I ever finished on any other characters. Whoa, hello. Game. Stop. It's not the game, actually. It was the Razer controller. It got itself stuck again. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it, horsey.
Now then. Let us not tarry.
Okay. What are you doing, kitty cat? Where's my home set to? I don't honestly know. Rivendell? Yeah. I can set my milestone for here, because I can get to Rivendell easily enough. Hi, kitty thief. I have a kitty thief. He's meowing. Come here. Come here. Come here, everybody wants to see you. We have a thiefy cat. Yes, a prayer. Get up, 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 up. Okay. We're gonna set this one as our quest focus. That's the important one. I'm actually just gonna walk down the road because I'll just pick up what I need on the way. Noisome flowers. lay down? He does, actually. He is now parked between me and the keyboard. He is indeed. The problem that exists between the keyboard and the chair, as they say. I'm still getting used to the abilities that have a skill induction and the ones that are instant cast. And I understand the instant cast ones are going to be less powerful. But dang, I like them so much. I like them so much. Alright, there's the orc corpse we have to take a look at. One of the things I'm going to try and do is just get all these quests done. And then when I'm ready to get them done, then I'll turn them all in at once. Like maybe pop an XP booster when I do it. What are you doing, kitty? Hi. Just having a nice chill Saturday afternoon in the Wordle Lotro. One thing I do want to point out is that on March 18th, I will not be here to stream for you that Saturday because I will be busy working the next moot for Signum University. I think it's going to be Sunshine Moot coming up. And the following week, I will be at PAX East. Will not be streaming from PAX East. So, next week will be fine. The week following will be fine. And then I'll be out for 2 weeks. And then I'll be back. Basically, any Saturday that we have a moot, I cannot be here for. Except the Saturday when the moot was in Australia. Because they didn't start until like 6 o'clock. So, you know, I could just stream in the afternoon and then go to work. Somebody's chasing me. Oh, it's the bat. You are so pretty, cat. What are you doing, kitty? Are you just wandering around? Are you making a mess? Are you running up against the microphone? Meow. Meow. Why are you so pretty? Why are you so pretty? Yes, you are. You're so pretty. You're such a pretty cat. Yes, you are. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. I don't think I've ever done these seals even on my main. I was actually thinking of playing on my main today. But I kind of wanted to do some stuff. It's always the case of when I'm in a time where we've got the LI reward track when I'm not done with it yet. Then I always want to, you know, not leave it to the last week or anything like that to get stuff. Especially since I have like a little bit of time that I'm going to just be away and not be able to do stuff. So I want to be careful and get stuff done. And then I can go back and do the things. Alright. Look, Ma, no hands. I love doing that. I actually did that to my mom once. A long, long time ago, her then boyfriend taught me how to drive. And we had to drive home from school. They'd come pick me up at school in a Ford Festiva, if you know what a Ford Festiva is. Yeah, 3 people. Yeah, we let's just put it this way, I once survived a drive to Georgia and back from Pennsylvania in that car. But it was my mom's, at the time, brand new car. And, one of the tricks you learn is that you don't teach your own kids how to drive, because you'll be like white knuckle and you get somebody else to teach your kids how to drive. That's how that should work. So he taught me how to drive like properly, because I actually knew how to drive in the basic sense, in that, you know, I learned to drive on a tractor, but this is, you know, her car. So at one point during our drive, there's like a gas station, convenience store thingy on top of the hill, halfway between town and the smaller village that we lived in. And so we decided to surprise her on her birthday, which, by the way, is the same day as Sunshine Moon. So my mom's gonna be mad at me because I'm not gonna call her on her birthday. But considering how many times she's neglected to call me on my birthday, it's fine. And at the time, what happened was, we pulled over. And I should note that this car was a stick shift. So I learned how to drive on a stick. which is good. I think everybody should know how to drive manual transmission vehicles. It's what it should be. Everybody should know how to drive that. Okay, let's get the stable master at least.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
So we had pulled over at the gas station for a moment. Mom was very confused. She didn't realize why we were stopping. And then me and her boyfriend switched places. I took the wheel and drove us the rest of the way home while my mom was freaking the fuck out next to me. It was quite hilarious, I might add. The irony was then later on was that I never wound up getting my license for another 10 years. Because I didn't need one when I was at college. Then after college I moved here to the town, to the overall city area where I live now, in Southwest Ohio. And never needed to have a driver's license. Either I walked where I needed to go. For a while I actually had a roommate and she was willing to drive me there. It's Faramir. Hi.
It is good to see you.
That's unfortunate. Okay, follow the road west of Bekat Uliel till you emerge from the trees near a stone pillar. Oh, I was supposed to look at the stone pillar. Look when I was at the stone pillar, I should say. Let's go back and do that, and then ride back down. And I can also look for the one noisome flowers patch they seem to have missed. Which might be right here. No? Alas. I still also need to kill another... Am I done with sentries? Do I need to kill a sentry? Thank you for the follow, y'all bot. Well, I might as well kill him because I only have 7 more to go to get my Enmity of the Orcs. Which is like, why didn't you already have that? Because this character is a boosted character and I didn't do all the things. Here it is, the last one. Alright. A howler. Well, here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna pop a XP booster now. Do that. Kill this poison mushroom. See one up here that needs to die. Oh wait, I need to burn noisome fungus. Those are just whatever. Okay. Can I say I like that? Still need to find 4 noisome fungi. 4 go back up to where that pillar was, and we'll do the looky-looky. Okay, now we go back and do the looky-looky at the bridge. You know what? Let's stop and kill the orcs while we're here. Since they're here! Let's go down to the bridge. To the bridge, to the bridge. Hey! I did the thing. Still need another point for that. Ooh, I got 10 Lojo points. Alright, I got my enmity of the orcs. So I can now do my return to Rivendell if I wanted to. What do I have? Friend of Man. Virtuous Elf. See, I don't really need this one or that one because I don't wield either of those two weapons. So, whatever. This one would actually be good to get. Because that can be useful in group situations. But, I always put that down there. Alright. Let's finish our thing. So, what did everybody have for lunch, or what is for dinner, or what was for dinner? Tell me all the things. Now we get to talk to Faramir proper like.
I will not say this is a pleasant place, but I know that once it was.
Okay, nowhere else in Gondor could rival its beauty when it'll do and river sparkled in the moonlight. Like a vein of silver threaded through dark cliffs. Okay, a delicate armlet. It's gonna have more will, more vitality, better crit rating, and better fate. Hell yeah. Let's take it.
When I was just a boy, my brother, Boromir, and I had the finest teachers in all of Gondor.
Tales of Noble Elendil, Wise Isildur, and Bold Anarion. Tales are spent reenacting. Aww, they cosplayed as the kings. A captain named Egomoth sent sorties to sow confusion. Ooh, interesting. Years before, and at the request of the King of Gondor, the wizard Kuranir, Saruman, placed powerful enchantments upon them, and they held against the Witch King's evil sorceries. Aww, he misses his brother, as he should. Okay, we're gonna get an earring. Now, the earring... Actually, what I have equipped is... Definitely gonna swap out this particular... Well, the hero's earring is still a little bit better. I mean, it's got... The first three stats are the same, are better, and then the tactical mastery rating would be really nice to have, not gonna lie. But I get good tactical mastery rating from the other one. I wonder if there's gonna be a new earring with an Umbar expansion. It's gonna be like a really cool Corsair earring, little golden hoop of Corsair gold. Okay, find the main entrance to Minas Morgul, which is up the road here. Now, the question is whether I want to do all these other quests or not. I think I do, actually. Poisonous Wilds is a ways back up there. The Morgul Dune is actually kind of rough. Grimvale. I don't see anything blinking for that. Well, let's go into this and we'll work on the epic story here. We'll kill a lot of orcs while we're doing it. So I'm probably just gonna hang out here for a little while today, and then I'm going to go off and do other things and rubber band against the landscape, apparently. I kinda wish I could be one of those streamers who could just be on for hours and hours and not like every day, but I have a day job. So, you know. Oh, why do I have email? Who's my email from? Oh, the one from Twitch, and the other one talking about my credit card statement. Alright. Now, let's murder these guys. Now, the trick is going to be not getting myself distracted by those. about the rare mortar chests, there's hardly anything worthwhile in them anymore. Crafting mats. Oh, let me not rant about crafting in this game. I am not happy with it. Oh, do you want me to rant about crafting? How it freaking sucks? Can I just stop and actually remember to kill this guy before I move off? Yeah, crafting in this game kind of really sucks. It's pretty fine. It's pretty standard and straightforward early on. Like, the way they had set up crafting in the OG days made a lot of sense. You craft the basics, you get recipes that you can use throughout a specific tier at various levels, and then when you get to the next tier, you can start doing more things, right? And that was fine, right? But then they had to do Rohan. Well, it started in Lorien, quite frankly. Is where they stopped putting classic recipes. I'm not even sure what's back here. Starting with Lorien and moving forward, they started putting recipes behind reputation. And not in a fashion where, oh, if you have a character who has reputation, you can then buy a recipe and give it to your crafting lobby. Because, I mean, back in the day, back when the game was originally designed, for example, cooking was, like, super cool because their level, like, the recipes, like, you couldn't progress to a certain tier of crafting unless you were, like, a certain level. Like, you couldn't become an expert cook unless you were doing level 30 quests. And you had to go kill things to get certain rare things to do a specific signature recipe. And, I mean, that was okay. I mean, the fact they took that away was actually good. And so it was expected at that time that your crafter, you would have to take your crafter out and about to get stuff done. Do I have a Slayer deed? Booster? Not on my person, apparently. Not gonna worry about it. I'm sure I'm gonna kill 150 orcs in this content, right? Well, the process they started in Lorien and then expanded and made it the way, this is the way, right? In Rohan, was that your crafter not only had to be the one who did the crafting, they also had to have the reputation themselves in order to buy a recipe. And the recipes are bind to on acquire. So for example, my main, who is my explorer, is basically max kindred with every, max rep with everything in Rohan because of you need it to do Hutblut. But there's no point in her buying any recipes because she's my explorer character. So she's a gathering alt, pretty much. The gathering main. But my crafters are all boosted and have never done the Rohan content, so what they did with Rohan is they not only put like super special recipes, upgraded recipes behind the reputation. They put basic recipes behind reputation. It was actually most egregious for cooking, because you pretty much couldn't get any decent... Whoops. I need to just move that to a different button. Maybe I should put this button over here. No, I think I'll do it that way. And I have a spreadsheet. I went and did a spreadsheet of all the Rohan recipes. So the way I believe they should do it is they should make those recipes bind on account. I don't mind, I don't want to necessarily see them on the auction house, but I think for content that old, those recipes should be totally bind to account versus bind to character. So my non-repped characters should be able to pick up those recipes without having to do the Rohan content. Especially since it doesn't seem as if Standing Stone is going to make us an alternate leveling path for Moria or Rohan. And so they kind of made crafting no longer fun. And it got worse. One of the nice things they did is at least the recipes in, once you get to Mordor, in the Doomfold tier, the recipes are not bound in any way, shape, or form. Don't even require rep to buy. But they messed those up by making a recipe where the crit and the regular version of the same ass recipe, the item used the same color coding. So the only way you would know if you'd critted on an item would be to see... You'd have to look at the eye level. You'd have to be very careful looking at it to say, oh, hey. Well, hey, look. There's two of these. I don't know where the other two are, actually. UI indicator, if you have that and naming it, if you didn't disable it. I'm not sure I'm following. Or the eye level, yeah. I mean, it's just really... And so, what they did afterwards with, like, the Ironfold tier was, oh, hey, you have to do instances to get your shit. And, like, crafters didn't want to do... I don't know too many crafters that like doing instances on the regular... It's like, I just want to craft shit. I just want materials, gather materials, and craft shit. But no, you have to gather materials by going to running dungeons and shit. I'm like, I don't want to run dungeons.
If you've come to plunder Minas Morgul, you've arrived too late.
Alright. She died laughing. Okay, return to Ekad Uliel and find Faramir. See, this is where you go like, halfway up here and then you have to go all the way back out. And if you notice, you can't even mithril coin it, so good times. This is why you don't war steed your way through this shit. At least my war steed has some health to it. Because I have one of the OG bridles, the level 100 bridles from back in the day. So my horse is gonna fall over here, but at least I'm out in this place. But I will die. That's fine. I was expecting that. And now they've all despawned. And I can actually retreat. I'm just gonna retreat out. Say hello and save my thing. I'm right here. Hey! Easy peasy.
Let us not tarry.
There we go. But one thing I really hated about the Mordor crafting was the fact that they made it very. You had to pay attention for the eye level stuff to say, oh, this is actually a crit item or whatnot.
So we are not the only ones taking an interest in Minas Morgul.
Alright. Comes to Ugelkor and Lyreth have both sent their forces to the city. Okay. And of course Gandalf is here. Hello, my friend!
The Valley of the Secret Shadow.
It's Thurengwath. Alright, we're gonna take our golden earring and run.
I will tell both you and Prince Faramir what I have learned.
Okay, do the thing. So yeah, that's definitely a little downgrade of will and vitality. No, wait a minute. Didn't I said I was actually? Now I'm actually gonna keep the heroic one. Okay, the sword and the stone maiden. Remember the stone maiden was this.
I must ask that you not pepper me with questions.
Gandalf.
These are the halls of memory, where the words of Voen give shape to deeds from long ago. Hold your questions, Faramir.
Alright. You shall not pass! One thing I really like is the fact that the map that you see is the map of this book. That's so cool. Might it have been the Mary Swan? Oh, a reference to the Farcathal. Not only for drinking still. Ooh, going back to Mordor content. Oh, he has now passed. Hey, Ninth Spawn, how you doing? You missed me ranting about crafting. I wasn't even done ranting. I have an idea for how I would like to see them revamp crafting, since they're planning on doing it this year. One thing I want them to do is remove the rep requirement on buying the Rohan recipes, or at least make them switch them from bind to character to bind to account. There will be some people left out because they have all their crafters on alt accounts. Well, whatever. Also, I want them to revamp crafting for Ironfold and above, to where, like, as soon as a crafter hits the basic tier, they get basic catch-up crafted recipes. That would be my idea. And they would not be gated behind reputation. Also, maybe bound to account. But they shouldn't make it so even basic, like, you know, minstrel, battle instruments, shields. Like, all these side things should not be, forcing people to do content to be able to craft them. Maybe to be able to use them, kind of like some of the Loseth stuff was. Like, you have to be, such and such a rep with the Loseth to use this item. I'm okay with that. Okay, even his father the king didn't know what they were intended. Okay. Silmatar thinks so highly of our chances that he believes the prince will be made king upon our successful return. It was not to be so. I think this blue rock is my favorite. Very sad. The Sword and the Stone Maiden. What's one of the sad quests in the game?
That is quite a tale.
Okay. A man of Ithilien. Uh-oh. Analtha's gone wandering.
The man with the shield? Aye, I remember him.
You're not happy about him.
What did he name himself? Arnoth, I think he was called.
Our work is never done, is it?
That's not useful. Cutting up a map like that, Jesus. Okay, let's go find that location. Also want to complete the noisome fungus thing, which we can do up here real quick. Oh, here's the other orc corpse we were supposed to find. Feats. We're about to ding 124. That's pretty exciting. So what I don't know what I'm going to do is play this character until she hits 140, or play this character until she gets to like Gundabad, and then park her, and then do one of the other characters through this same content. It seems to me as if it'd be better to play one all the way to full and get it done, get it over with, and then go from there. Right, I'm gonna get the noisome fungus first. Look at those dire horns. Remember them? Remember them? So my idea on what would be good for... There we go, there's the ding. And I should also do my horsey stuff. I don't care about the appearance, but yeah, I got some points to spend. Honestly, I don't really care about. Let's just boost these up first. There, they're all at max. There we go. Alright. Let's go back to our little footprints over here. So, my suggestion or idea for... Let's get this guy out of the way first. Zorch. That was good. Is to make it so that, like, every time you hit the next tier of crafting, you get a set of basic catch-up recipes. So, for example, let's say this character gets the basically hits whatever, starts Minasithal crafting. So, like, she should get the basic recipes for everything leading up to Minasithal, right? So, like, her starting recipes should be things that will allow, like, let's say if she was, like, an armorer or something. Where am I going? I need to talk to Thurendal before I go anywhere else first. Where's the camp? I've lost the camp, people. It's right here. I missed the turn. I think it's actually most important for example, for armor, weapons,
Will
stuff
you
like
help
that.
bear my burden, friend?
So that you can at least not be left behind by, you hit level 120 and you're missing a few pieces of gear, or you don't have good food to start at level 120, that kind of thing. Because what they did with Mordor... I'm not taking your quest. What they did with Mordor is, like, the crafting recipes were for stuff at the end of the tier, the Light of Arendelle. I'm like, you're not going to use Light of Arendelle once you get past Mordor, right? So why does it matter that you've got Light of Arendelle gear at the end of that expansion? You're just going to move forward and go from there. We are going to go do the epic. Okay, so in order for us to get there, we're going to need to cross the river and go up from there. So what I'm going to do is go across the river, pick up the stable master, and then take the path to the north. Let me drop a note in Discord here real quick. Well, someone just joined my Discord and I don't know who they are! It's not a name I recognize. then I think they should take, like, the really good recipes. The ones you'll need for instance content. The ones that should compete with instance gear, right? Those, I believe, should be. I forget. Do we get to swim the river? Can we swim the river? Let's find out. Are we going to go jump in and die? I think so. Yes. We're going to get across before we die? No, I think we will. I think we will unless we get killed in the middle. No, no, no. See, that wasn't so bad. A lot better than fighting your way through a whole bunch of bad guys, right? There's another glowing page.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
Do I have to bear your burden, friend? Oh, hey, so we got the legendary crafters. I don't know. I have this character set to max reputation, but I don't remember if I did a lot with the crafting guild recipes. Let's see what we got here.
Take heart, allies. I sense a shift in the winds.
Apparently I can't buy anything from you? Okay.
Good, you're here.
Yes, I am here. Hello. Okay, yeah, so I never actually got any of these. So these are housing recipes. Black dye recipe. I don't have it. Well, I'm gonna buy some dye recipes. I'm just saying. So let's buy some recipes here. An alchemy kit. That's a decorating. Well, I can make that. I'm gonna spend some money. I think I'm gonna spend some money. Definitely get the dye recipe because I didn't already have it. Why didn't I have black dye? I don't know. Look at that evened in blue. I'm not worried about crafting like batches of recipes or anything. Sunstone shard. You make a batch of crafts and then you turn it into a sunstone shard. Okay. No, I don't think I need that. Small alchemy table, housing deco. I'll take that. A scroll of Aelmare is a level 96 pocket item. Interesting. I think I will take that. Scroll of the Deep. Oh, it's another pocket item that I could make. Yep. Scroll of the Minas Ithil Guard. Okay, so that's Minas Ithil mitigations. That would be useful to have. this is the one. Enchant this item. Using to still got Yep, I'm gonna get that. And Crafting Guild quests. I don't think I actually need that one. Must die, rose die. Celebrant salve. Apparently I already have some of these. Oh, there's another item. Okay, we'll get that one. Yeah. You can tell I hadn't actually bothered to do these. Here, die. Another pocket item. Another pocket item. Ooh, another housing deco. I think we'll go with that. A book of knowledge. Nope. Okay, did I get the alchemy kit? I did not. Let's get it. Alright, let's do the things. Let's go to this location we were told to go to. Wait, who's got a quest for me? Anborn! What do you want?
Legolas has requested your assistance with a matter of great importance in Kirith Ungol.
Oh god. Let's do it because we need to do it anywho. Alright. Let us go this way.
I see Legolas's call has reached you. It gladdens me to see a friendly face on the road.
Alright, we need to go find the stair, the straight stair. Got a bit of a ride ahead of us. Vroom. So this, of course, is the path that Frodo, Sam, and Gollum took.
Let us not tarry.
I don't want to tarry here either. Ignoring the pages.
Let us help you bring glad tidings, friend. Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Welcome to Kirith Ungol. I have much unfinished business to manage here. and I would appreciate the help of a skilled and trusted friend such as you.
Our goal in Kirithungol is to try to establish a knowledge of any threats to Ithilien that may still exist in this place. The spider presence is dense to the east, as expected. They continuously flow out of Turethungol like a foul stream.
Okay,
Let us not tarry. Will you hear my plight?
Even if I beat her, it's really not worth it. I'll take it just for the XP, but that's about it. I won't bother with it.
In several places we found sets of footprints, like that of men both in shape and size that seem to disappear mid-stride.
I remember this quest revealing a bunch of people that
Interesting.
people threw a fit about.
I am glad to have such skilled rangers at our disposal. They have saved us a great deal of time. I would like to begin with these mysterious winged men.
They don't look like they're gonna stop too many people coming in, I'm just saying. Just saying. One thing I do want to do is check up on the LI reward track. I was at 25 last I looked, and now I'm up to working on 30. Nice. So already a quarter of the way through. We don't know how much time is remaining per se. That is, I'm presuming people are freaking out about it. It's like, okay, we know it's 3 months. We know when the new one's going to start. Stop dithering about it just because it's not in the frickin' UI. Whoa. That was an adventure. Like, we have the event schedule, so we know when the current list is going away. So it's like, why bother? Why fuss about it? And I've just been playing super casual. So I haven't even really felt the need to stretch myself on, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Let us not tarry.
Alright, apparently I'm going about this backwards, which is fine. Oh, this is the dire horn thing. I think one of the rangers is up this way, question mark? A couple of them might be. Oh, we're getting jumped by all the dire horns.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
We are side questing now. Apparently we are side questing. I don't know, maybe I could take out that that small fellowship. What's her face? Don't recall where she is specifically. Way up there. So, don't remember how to get there from here. I think it's gotta go this way. Hope everybody's having a chill Saturday. Oh yeah, she's up here. Hey, I picked the right path the first time. So I think it might actually be a little bit cheesy to have Legolas here to help with the fighting. I don't know how much he actually does with it. So, we'll see how it goes. If I die, I die. It do be what it do be. Then later on, I'm gonna make supper. Tonight's gonna be some form of chicken, and I think I'm gonna have peas on the side. That sounds delightful to me. Oh man. Let's see how we do. Let's clear the road first.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
Yeah, that was not a good choice. Alright. Guess what I've got? YOLO. Toast! That was glorious. That was quite fun. Okay, so... I'm gonna go kill this deer to get the last bit of venom that venison. Very different than venom. Toast. Okay, what do we got now? Find the Ungola dine down that way. I had French fries this afternoon, which is typically my Saturday lunchtime snack. And I will be having maybe a couple of Tim Tams later. I'm not sure what's different about them now. But when I've had Tim Tams before. You can actually just get them up the road at Jungle Gyms. You know, super cheap. Because, you know, it's well, I don't know. I haven't actually bought Tim Tams up there in a while, but the last time I bought them, they were pretty cheap. Shall we jump down? Shall we not jump down because that seems pretty high? Yeah, I think we're gonna go down and around. And we're gonna go through this cluster of carrion flies because they're non-aggressive. Alright, Legolas, come over here, sir. That always looks funny. Alright, let's attempt to take... Oh, hey! Now we have more quests to do. I know the spooter. Alright, Legolas, you gave me all these quests to do. We're gonna do them. We're gonna do them. Okay, I picked the wrong thing, but that's okay. We're fine, we're fine. It's all good, it's all good. So I've had them before, and I'm like, I really wasn't a huge fan of them, and I don't really know why. I wanted to like them, obviously. But Tim Tams. And many of my friends had said, oh hey, we should do the thing. But maybe it's not like, oh my god, you had the Tim Tams made in America kind of thing, because those are the ones I did have before. But a friend of mine from Australia brought some with her. The one time that I got to meet her, we all went to Star Wars Celebration up in Chicago a few years back, in the before times. And I was like, okay, these are nice. I didn't really get into them. However, the ones that Corey, because when Corey went to Australia, I made a wisecrack and say, hey! You're still with me, buddy. And I'm just like, oh man, I feel bad. Obviously I wasn't going to return them, because I was like, well, it's not that I didn't like them, it's just, I didn't really, I was like, okay, whatever. And so what happened was, I sampled them to any other chocolate in the house, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is chocolate, I'll eat it. I'm like, wow, these are actually really good! I have fallen in love with Tim Tams, and now I need to get more. I think I could probably actually get them at my local supermarket, but I'm not sure. But these are legitimate Australian Tim Tams as opposed to Tim Tams but made in America with American ingredients and American procedures. Because one thing about making candies in other countries is we in America have stupid ass bans and rules and guidelines for shit like that. So like chocolate from overseas is better than chocolate made in America. Galvus, don't come here to eat our chocolate. It's shitty. I mean, Hershey's chocolate is like the worst ever. Because it's just so... You can't even grace it with the name chocolate, honestly, half the time. But the only reason I like Hershey's chocolate now is for the political reason that apparently it's considered woke to like it, so of course I'm obviously gonna like it. You're in the States? I didn't know you were in the States. Okay, why did I think you were not in the States? Why did I not think that? I swear to God, I thought you were in Scotland. I guess I'm just an idiot. There will be many people who agree with you on this fact. Alright, we need to get the one up there. Because His Royal Highness is in the UK. Alright, I've done that quest. Yep, let's pop another one. I'm gonna get a lot of dudes killed up in here. Okay. Need one more devoted and 2 more totems. There's 2 totems right there. There's a devoted. Hey Skybird, how you doing? You prefer Tunnix and Cadbury? I don't think I've actually heard of Tunnix. But when it comes to Cadbury, actually cannot eat cream eggs. They're way too sweet for me. Okay. Let's find the safe spot. To go where I need to go. Oh, Legolas, you wacky boy. Get some boots, spider boots, spider boots. Do 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 do. The Pale Herald.
Listen well. You must hear of Rukor the Pale Herald, and how he led my people astray.
I mean, what you can actually, compare is you take the recipe, or not even the recipe so much as you list the ingredients on the back of an American piece of food or candy, and compare it to the ones made in like Europe or whatever, and it's like an American preservative, all these chemicals, blah blah blah, and in the European, in this case, European includes the continent. I'm not talking about the European Union. The European version of it is just like natural ingredient, natural ingredient, natural ingredient, natural ingredient. And people wonder
Listen,
why,
and
European
I
food
will
tastes better.
speak of his arrival.
His
Rukor,
arrival.
the Pale Herald. Despite the trance caused by Morgul's call, they listened. They could sense his aura of power. So excited they were to hear that others knew of Mam Morgul. So excited, they abandoned their senses.
So I don't know who's Rukor dude is. We're so used to seeing Ugrukor.
They were seduced by his gift, but I do not trust the Dark Man. His blood magic is foul. It reeks of death. This is not our way.
This is not the way.
Do you understand? The Dark Man cannot be trusted. He will lead the Ungolidain to death and dishonor.
Think of Phantom of the Opera? Gotcha.
I do not trust this pale herald, but I am exiled and can do nothing. Kill me if you want. I have no fear of death now.
He was surprisingly forthcoming. I doubt there is much else to learn here, friend. I would like to continue on with our mission.
Okay, let's go to the spider village. I also want to go back and find Anoth, because that's gonna be fun. I don't like actually riding my warseed up here too much, because there's too much of a potential for yeeting yourself off the mountain face. Oh hey, look, we found Anoth. Nope, we found a famished ranger, but we still needed to talk to him anywho, so there we go.
Will you hear my plight?
Sure, there you go. Have some snacks. Oh, there's the dire horns. We're gonna ignore them. Ow. Okay, we already talked to the tracking ranger. Okay, so this was this other path we came up. There's like all of the dire horns just hanging out there. If I want to go back down this way and take the other path. I don't want to jump down the cliff. Ooh, that was close. Oh, Skybird! That's a good one. That's funny. We got spooters up this way. Did Anoth come this way? Yes, yes he did. Look, there's the dire horns as well. There's all kinds of critters up this way. Okay, fine. You're all gonna get your asses whooped. Second there, I was hearing the sound of wind. It was very windy here yesterday. It's one of the reasons why I didn't stream, because I wasn't certain if my internet was gonna hold up. It did hold up, and I played some video games all by myself. All by myself.
I see that Hundular has not yet sunk a dagger in your back.
Oh. Alright, let's go beat up on some orcses. Without Legolas helping us out, I might add. This'll be fun. Except I think I will actually go up the stairs. think at one point, actually, Anna tells you to go up the stairs, so you know what? Let's just actually do the quest here. There's spooters, so we'll kill the spooters on the way up. I think we'll find the resting ranger up here, too. Supply run. Yep, we'll probably find him on the way. So I've been having fun playing a Runekeeper again, though I'm still bad at the rotation, as you would say that for any of the classes that I play. I'm still getting used to having to deal with inductions and whatnot. So I'm so used to playing champion, which pretty much doesn't have inductions. Okay, this is no good. That's some lag. There's something going on here. Why is that spitter saying it was not a valid target? That one is. Let's go back to Anoth. And this is such a great view of the city. Oh my god. I mean, it's a place of evil, true, but holy shit. I mean, this is where you get your screenshots from. Let's get around the burrowers because I want to deal with them right now. We're gonna get a screenshot, even though I have lots. Gonna get some more with each page. Right here. Here we go. Nope, that's in the way. Over here. Let's go over here. There we go. I mean, that's a pretty cool shot down there. But one thing I dislike is, like, as soon as you, like, bring your character into the frame, the entire freaking frame changes, and it's very annoying. It is very annoying. You've been looking at DDO, so you're free murder a heretic. So one thing I just like, oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't like it. All right, but just look at this. This is like amazing. I mean, yes, it's a super evil place, but it looks so cool as a super evil place. Alright, let's get off the edge of the cliff. Living on the edge! Let's go back to Anoth. And he is toast. Yeah, so DDO is a lot of fun. I actually been playing a lot of it.
What does Ugrakor's captain have to say to his master?
Okay. Alright, bring the report back to Mithrandir. Okay, so let me go find the resting ranger. Should be by going up and around. We'll find him, get that one, and then we'll take all of these back down to that place and turn them in to get XP. And I think at that point I'm actually going to stop doing the questing up in this area. Hi, Thiefy. At least the side questing, because I really do want to move forward with, here he is.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Alright, gotcha. So now we just go down the hill. This would indeed be a good spot to switch over to a regular store so we didn't yeet our way through. Hi, kitty. Minus the Morgul. Yeah. It's actually really funny. On Cord Show yesterday, his cat, Lizzie, was meowing in the background because I could hear her. Well, it helps that somebody else has been running through here and taking care of business, so there should be fewer enemies for me to have to worry about. Theoretically. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Mm-hmm.
Let us not tarry. Now then. Will you hear my plight? Will you help bear my burdens?
Okay, so we are going back to Ekad Ulial.
Now then.
After the defeat of his armies at Pelennor, Gothmog fled to Imlad Morgul.
Okay, so the attempt to weaken the bridge west of Minas Morgul as both Isildur and the Lord of the Nazgul had done. I destroyed that bridge to protect us from further assault. Blah 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 blah. Hi, kitty. Wanna come back up again?
The tower is sure to be well protected.
Look what I have. I have a kitty. Oh yeah, that's the quest I chose not to take. There you are. Let's go take the shortcut down to the other thing.
Let us not tarry.
What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? Go on. There we go. Alright, let's get back to what we were doing. Meow. Probably gonna go for another 20 minutes or so, or till I get through this bit of the story. Because my bags are not yet full, but they're kind of get. Wait, when did I get a bow? For the horde, right? Oh, he is a drooly cat. Oh, we got everybody coming in here. Well, that was an adventure, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Tiffy? I'll put that down on my 11 key just to give me a little something extra. There we go. Game, stop lagging. There we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, I have completed my slaying of the orcs. I still think they should make a title called Horde of the Rings. Maybe someday they will. Maybe someday. I was originally thinking of playing this as a lightning runekeeper, but red is currently the meta apparently. I don't know. I kind of like being able to hit things while on the move, and that's one of the big things yellow can do for you. Honestly, it's quite fun to Zorch things. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think, chat? Let's actually do it. Let's do it. Let's switch specs mid whatever. And let me go to my yellow line. Oops, I don't have a yellow line. Oopsie doodle. Well, that's gonna be fun. Let's do this. LotroHQ.com is where I typically get my builds. I think they actually may not have a build. Runekeeper. They do have a yellow Runekeeper build. Sweet. Some of the classes, they don't have builds for everything. Okay. Ignoring that, ignoring that, ignoring that. Okay, let's rebuild. Let's pick this. Boop. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, pardon me. 5. There. Definitely get your runestone. Boost it up. Get that. Alright, I want to be careful here. Let's see. Furious Storms. I definitely want to get that. Okay, now I can spend some points over. Looks like they only spent like 10 points over here to get more will. And they spent a lot of points over here. Fiery Ridicule damage, you're still going to use it. So you definitely want to put points in it. Overflowing Confidence, Self-Motivation Heal. It also wants you to use Volcanic Runestone. Interesting. Okay, let's get our will stuff going on here. It's everything we need out of blue, so let's get some stuff out of red. It was 4 here, all 5 here. All 5 here. And get the runestone, and also fire type damage. Actually, they didn't use either of these. I think using the getting the runestone was basically so you could unlock these 2 things. I don't understand why they don't use the shocking touch damage, though. Guess it's not something that's in the rotation? Question mark? Could see definitely wanting to get haste and determination, though. See if that, yeah, there we go, right there. So self-motivation cooldown, physical mitts. Let's put the points in here, and let's see how this works. Okay. So as you can see, I already had a lot of skills here. What I also have is I have a pair of weapons for this. I already made those. I also want to put this down here. So let's go see. Oh, hello. Static search looks like a sexy, sexy skill. Okay, so I was using that to get out of damage. So chilling rhetoric. Ceaseless argument. It's been a while since I've used a lot of these. Scribe spark. Rid of lightning. Shocking words. Good, good. Shocking touch. Sustaining bolt. Looks like it's pretty sexy. Epic conclusion. And then I get my heal, prelude to hope. I get my wound thingy majigger. What am I missing? What am I missing, kids? For the ages, word of exaltation. So I think what I want to do is I think I definitely want to get static search. Somewhere where I could just smack it a good one. I'm gonna put this over here. So I could do fiery ridicule or I could do chilling rhetoric. It pretty much... Fiery ridicule does more damage and I have boost for it. Frost damage. I have... Okay. So I think what I want to do is put static surge down here in place of shocking touch. Because shocking touch does some damage, but it doesn't really do a ton of damage. What's this? Okay. I think that's gonna be good. And I still have vivid imagery, which does a crap ton of damage, so I think I want to put that. I think I want to put that. Let me think here. The conclusion. Okay, we'll see how this goes. The main thing is I have the Essence of Storm and the Vivid Imagery, and I have them like on my 11 and 12 keys. So I just have to remember to go up and hit them if I really want to. Alright, let's see how the lightning works. Let's go hit things in the face with lightning. Boop. Dang, this game is still active? Yes, very much so. New expansion coming out in the fall about Umbar. And an update coming soon called The Return of Karn Doom for max level players. With some instances and a raid. There's been some low level content going on here. Holy crap, really? Okay. Okay, Yellow Line. I'm digging you. Get down to the bad Salpio line. One thing I'm seeing about Chilling Rhetoric, though, is that it has a 20-second cooldown. And Fiery Ridicule has a 1-second cooldown. I think that's why that build was using Fiery Rhetoric. Alright, I think we'll go with that as well. Zorch! I'm down with this. Hell yeah. I'm not even using like my big skills either. That's hilarious. And welcome, Jingleberry. How you doing? Hope you're having a great Saturday. Sorry, I was rebuilding my character mid bad guy place. So if I missed your greeting and it's been a few minutes, I apologize. I was playing with things. Alright. Let's go see how we do with this. Must not get sidetracked with quests. Must not get sidetracked with quests. Okay, where's the person I need to talk to? Okay, I still need to hit 2 more Maravile. So, those are bats. I'll look up the stairs and see if we'll find some more Maravile upstairs. Oh, I got a Niflaren shard. Nice. Hello, Maravile, where are you? Speak of the devil, there she is. I'm not doing the Strange Flower quest. I will not do that Strange Flower quest again. Oh, hey, look at you. Well, the Stalker's about to hit me anyway, so I'll hit her first. The hidden Morgul. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, let's go find Mithradon. Let's kill this bat on the way. Rude. In the face. The thing is, I have to make sure that I don't actually go into the induction of thingy. Game. It's actually not the game doing it. Alright, we need to find Mithradon. Mithradon is this way. Or Mithrenden. I'm sorry, my fault.
Our work is never done, is it?
Alright, let's go to the top of the tower. We're ignoring the strange flowers. Ignoring the strange flowers. We're not doing side quests. Trying to avoid doing side quests. The city used to be so beautiful. Okay. Either go from there or over here. We'll try to go this way. Pretty cool getting to look out from Minas Morgul. The Morgul cultists, so no. Of course, the statues of Sauron, always fun. Always awesome. And of course, the blue flame is always awesome as well. Just too bad it's tinged with violet. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to clean house. There we go. In the face, buddy. Okay. One thing I do want to do is I want to clean house. That loud ass sound. I'm gonna do this. Okay. That's not it. That's not it. Soul Fountain, we're muting that shit account wide. Hello. Those soul fountains are horrible to have to listen to. They're very, very loud. River Maiden song loop? Interesting. It's really cool when you like listen to music and you go like record the sound files that you're hearing. And it's like, why is this that? I don't understand this. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go here and get this artifact chest. So now I can be near those things, and they're not gonna be so freaking loud.
We always meet in foul places.
This is true. Just for once, I would welcome a meeting in a field of flowers beneath a heavenly, lovely blue sky. Yeah, wouldn't we all? I think I can live with these. It's the other ones that were really, really bad. That one sound effect, that is. That guy has a cool outfit and a cool sword for a bad guy. Ooh, rare Mordor chest. I'll take it. And let's see what crafting mats we get in it. Some of the same crap we already had. Oh no! Talk to the watchful presence. Okay. Mm-hmm. And now we're about to deceive everybody. About to commit deception.
The spirit in the stone will only allow Gulzul to pass?
Okay, and this is where this shit breaks down. Is honestly, you have a choice of basically talking to Gandalf, but you have to talk to him at Ekad Ulial, and you pretty much your best way is just say fuck it and use a mithril coin. I don't like it.
The watching stone outside Barad Kuron will only allow Gulzul to pass.
Okay. We can make one of our own.
Nay, my friend, do not look at me with such horror.
The Mask of Kara's. How do you keep... Where's your satchel and... Wait, what? Oh, Erazion the Wily. Let's go to Minas Tirith. Alrighty, let's get our butts to Minas Tirith for shenanigans here.
Let us not tarry.
Let's see what's going on here.
Will you hear my plight?
Oh, I can't get to anywhere cool from here. However, what I can do is I can ride from here now. We'll pick up the Osgiliath travel point on the way through. Bum-ba-dam. And suddenly we're in much happier places. Yay! The sun is up! Oh my god, it's such a pretty day. In North Ithilien. With all these trees that have been split as if by lightning. No Mumakil here to stomp on you. There she is.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Thank you. We're gonna go pick up the stable points. So obviously this character hasn't played through this content. It's one thing I wish Standing Stone would do. Is go through and figure out which stable points you would pick up just by doing the epic quest line. And just automatically add them to the Valar package. That would be so nice. Never gonna happen, but it would be nice. The Great Bridge. Which part of it's fallen into the river. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of Gondor have skies like this. The post-battle Gondor to the south. And doesn't the White City look amazing from here? I mean, honestly. I'm gonna stop off at Aragorn's Pavilion first to pick up that stable point, so I have it. And then we shall go from there.
Gondor needs your aid.
Does it though? Notice how Aragorn still has a quest for us to do? Yep, I haven't done that quest. I don't think I ever will get around to it. Or maybe they should do something where you can buy a book, especially for characters that have already Valored. You can buy a book to complete whichever quest you haven't already completed. Okay, what's his face is right inside here. He's over here.
You were looking for Easterlings?
So this will be fun.
So, you are still alive. Good for you.
Okay. Harrison the Unrewarded.
Did you kill him then? There is only one mask such as this in all the world.
Has he agreed to our scheme? Ah, I see he considers it.
Another with whom I should speak. Did you not notice an enter? Alright. Mysterious figure in the darkened corner. I wonder who that could be.
Old habits do not always vanish easily.
Okay.
I will tell you the tale of Earnur's last days, as it was told to me.
Okay. This is actually one of my favorite
This story
books as well.
begins during the reign of King Earnil II, who was troubled by the loss of Minas Ithil to the forces of the Witch King.
Okay. Lord Egelmoth had the command of Barad Guron. Alright. So, he forbade any of his subjects or his line from using the Honor Stone. Is no longer safe. The ban of Yarnell would last for 1,000 years, unbroken until the time of Stuart Denethor. Mm-hmm. them right here and chose true worth before all. Mm-hmm. Seven grim years. He brought friends this time. He's called the corpse of Egelmoth. Oh my gosh. Both of the House of Hurin, and we're cousins. His silence. By the way, Egelmoth looks really cool. He's got this keen ponytail. Wouldn't it be cool if our characters could have that ponytail and that beard? This foulness will not stand! Run back to your master. And thus he was taken. We know the fate. Yarner and a company of his bravest knights, we know their names as well. We're never seen again. That the Witch King treacherously trapped the king and his knights in Minas Morgul, and they perished there in torment. No proper claimant because the throne could be found, and the line of kings was ended. Okay. Very sad fate of the king. Alright.
That is the tale, as it is known to the wise and to those of Isildur's line.
Whatever Yarner may have been, that man is no more. Do not let the knowledge of who he was stay the punishment that is due. He is now wholly evil. And all of Middle-earth has suffered at his hands and those of his masters.
Mithrandir has told me of his plan, and I will not speak against it,
Hey.
but remain alert.
Okay. I remember liking these particular pauldrons. They're actually used for the design of the ones you get with the Faramir set out of Barhurin. Except these don't die the same way. It's a little bit different. It's like, it's got this stuff, but up here, they're really cool. I like them. Those are not so cool. And these are the least cool yet. But they are what they are. Okay. Okay, so we do have that, and these will be an upgrade. Bigger armor, more will, more vitality. Crit rating will be nice. Okay, finally getting some gear that's an upgrade beyond the Valar gear. Alright, let me go over here and talk to Yorzin. Ah.
I will play the part of Karazgar.
Okay. We're gonna go to Ekad Ulial. Should be able to get there better now, because we can ride. All the way back there. Actually, didn't I set my milestone there? I think I did, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. So at least we have that swiftness to us. Alright, where is... Yeah, return home to Ekad. Wait, didn't I do that? Did I not do that? Oh well. I can just ride there through the stable masters. I think what I'm going to do is get back to Ekad Uliel and call it, because it's been over 3.5 hours. And my tummy is a-rumbling. And I kind of do want to get some stuff done. Okay, so those are not an upgrade, so I'm not going to worry about those. A request from Dorian. Go talk to Dorian. And from a friend about the Wells of Lineflood. Thank you. I will pick up that quest. Hey, come here. Call of the North. Da -da -da. Talk to Grimbiorn. Okay, let us go back to Ekad. Ooh, I'm sorry. We're gonna start with going to Estelad Lan, and then go back from there. Here is our stable master. It helps with turn nameplates back on, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, hey, stable master lady. I forgot to talk to her. Duh.
Gondor needs your aid.
It does. Okay, let's go to Osgiliath to start with.
How may I help you, friend?
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
I think the next quest will have us go talk to Kulong, and I'm like, oh my god, fight my way back to the damn city!
I do not like this Easterling. Are you certain we have no other choice?
Baragon does not like Eorzin. I can't say I blame him.
The men here do not like me. It brings a smile to my face.
Ooh, Baragon, a mere underling? Oh man. God, this guy has more titles than the players get in the game.
Something has happened on the upper levels of the city, but I know not what.
Okay. So we have to go back up there and kill everything on the way up. But we're not going to do this today because I'm hungry. Alrighty. We'll leave it here, and we'll be back next stream. It'll probably be next week on the official Loto channel. Pick it up. And then we'll take it from there. So y'all know the drill. Be good. If you can't be good, be good at it. And I hope to see you next time I'm doing a stream. Alright, bye now.